Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Putty, and welcome. Let me turn this down a little bit further. Welcome to another edition of Road to Glory. Today, nope, don't make it louder. Just 1%, please. There you go, 5% works. I want to turn down a little bit though. Hey, Ben. Hello, Pike. Hello, all of the wonderful people of the chat. How is it going this afternoon? Good to see you all here as usual. Just gonna get this sorted out a little bit, and then we can start. Alright, so we are in July 2024. I wrapped up the tour off screen, and we're about to go on the next tour. So the first things first that's important to talk about is the two pay-per-views that we did. First one being Heating Up Quick. During this, Edward Cornell defeated Gilbert Sifu to retain the IBWA welterweight title, and that was his fifth defense. No, it was his fourth defense. And remember, if you get 5 defenses, that means you can get a title shot at the catchweight title. Actually, also on this show, Adam Matravers defeated Fernand Arnau to retain the lightweight title. That was actually his 5th defense. So we had set in stone for the P1 climax, Adam versus Putty for the openweight title, and Edward Cornell versus a challenger in his 5th title defense. The challenger ended up being Bret Heartbreak, and these were the two main events for the P1 climax, which was the biggest attendance and buy rate we've ever had. Hey Dave, what's up, brother? So Edward Cornell has earned himself a catchweight title shot during this tour, and it has been announced on Puro Palace's website that it is going to be at Summer Sizzler. One second, I just need to check that I'm coming through alright. Actually, I'll just ask the chat. Can you hear me? Website. Yes, you can. It has been announced on the Puro Palace website that the title shot will take place at Summer Sizzler, which is the show that occurs second, I think, on this tour. So, I want you guys to start coming up with tour names. The tour is going to start in a couple days, but if you guys can think of a tour name, then that would be fan-freaking-tastic. Attendance for the last tour was actually insanely good. I can show you, if I go into here, I can show you kind of an overview of the attendances we've been getting. Really good attendances. We're getting consistent 5,000 attendance for most tour dates, and then obviously our pay-per-views are selling pretty good as well in terms of attendances too, which is really good. Good to see. That also means that the business side of things is going extremely well. We're up to 69s in the Lariato, perhaps. 69s across the UK and varying across Europe, but we're doing pretty well. And in terms of money, we're making a shit ton. We made about $750,000 profit across the 4 months we were touring during the New Destiny tour. So yeah, we're starting to make a lot of money, which is good to see because it's giving us a bit of a surplus. We have our storylines, which is old school, which is this team. I'm actually going to go with I want to add Joe Simpson, who's here on tour, because Gordon X Michaels has a tag team with both these guys, so I've got plans. And then there's the Armor Smiths Union, and then this is the main event storyline where all the main eventers go. The Man Called Putty. I forgot to change that. Oh yeah, Putty isn't an alter ego. It's just a version of the original. Nope. Aside from that, I'll just show you the titles just in case I changed them without realizing. Heavyweight is still Mass Hulk. I think I did that on screen. Lightweight is still Adam. He's got to get another 5 defenses if he wants to get another title shot. And then Edward Cornell, the man, the myth, the legend, the star that is Edward Cornell, is certainly one of our biggest players. Catchweight title still belongs to the man called Putty, who has got 88 selling now. He's almost there. He's almost up to 90s and everything. Should be brilliant. Alright, so from that, I think we're going to get rocking and or rolling. We have a couple of guys on tour, though. I want to show you that. So here is the tour selection for this tour. The guys that were only going to be here for the next couple of months. This guy just entered the game world. His name is Asbjorn Heikkinen. And he is young, decent, and cheap. So I hired him. Big Smack Scott. This is Big Smack Scott. We're going to talk about Big Smack Scott later. Got Bret Heartbreak, Byron's son, who I actually like a different picture for, actually. I'm going to use one of Byron's pictures. Here you go. Because I just prefer this picture. And then here's Edgar Carpenter, also a new guy in the database. He's English, though, so... Bringing back Gordon Levy. He was absolutely sensational in the last tour. One of the biggest stars we have on the roster now. Fan-freaking-tastic. The pop gains on the last tour were sensational. So it's good to see. Asborn looks like Putty. A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. All of the CFB pictures, I think, look quite similar. Joe Simpson, who's, you know, a guy we've had in before. Solid hand. Johnny Alvarez is a new addition to the game world. Looks pretty good, though. So I'm looking... Well, not a new addition. 3 years. We've never had him in, so... Actually, we might have had him in. No, we've never had him in. So it'll be good to use him for a bit. Kevin Welsh, Irish. Needed an Irishman. And he's 30. Solid hand. And this guy, we've had this guy before. He was the original Panzu. Yeah, he was the original Panza. But... Unfortunately, he left us... for a European country, but we got him, European company, but we got him back. He is friends with Brett and a good lad, a kind of a decent lad in terms of personality, but he's a good hand. So that is our crop of touring bastards for this tour. Aside from that, the announced team finally has excellent experience. I've shown you the storylines. Product hasn't changed. I've shown you the titles. My tag teams are Armorsmith Union, Old School, Order Rising. Actually, Welsh is a pretty common Irish last time. Joe Simpson and Gordon X. Michaels are the underdogs. Time to climb, we only have Big Smack Scott and Josh Thompson. And these are the franchise players. Paddy, Mass Hulk, Edward Cornell, Victor Beskov, and Adam Matravers. Alright, let's get this tour rocking and slash or rolling. Shall we? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. How charged is my phone? Oh, it's fully charged. That took like an hour. That's pretty cool. That's one thing I do like. The Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge has goes down in charge very quickly, but at least it charges really quickly. I'm using iStyle Red. Yep. I try to use iStyle Red whenever I'm with a red company. Which is on this occasion. Big Smack Scott for Catchweight Champ. I already know who the next Catchweight Champ is, I'm afraid. Oh yeah, and we're signing this guy from 21CW on a written deal. Because he has workable performance stats, good brawling, and A-star menace. So, he's always good to have around because this is a Puro company. So, having a big ass McStrong man around is always good to see. Ratings are up huge. Ratings are up good. iStyle Red or Blue is the only way to go. I disagree. I think you could do iStyle Red, you could do iStyle Blue, or you could do iStyle Green. My god. Shout out to Dave Scott who made that skill. Who made the recolor. Alright. Awesome Thunder. Otherwise known as Yosuke Narita. Unfortunately only active in Japan. Oh, I should mention we hired some new backstage staff. Probably worth having a look at. So we hired Joel St. Pierre, who's a very young referee, who I hired basically just to see how good he could get. So he's going to be our backup referee. Not our main ref. Actually, we have 3 refs now. Patrick Garrett, Gary Garrett, and Joel St. Pierre. And then we hired a new announcer. No. A new... what did we hire? Or maybe it was just him. No, a new road agent, Danny Patterson. So, he has 66 respect, which is unfortunate, but that'll hopefully go up. Hopefully go up soon. Maybe not. But he does have 91 psych, so... For where we're at, it's a pretty good road agent compared to Rolling Johnny, who's pretty good himself. But it's a good second road agent to have. Where did you get the green? Dave Scott recolored it. Who's DS Designs in the chat? We need to renew the TV deal tomorrow. We shall do that. I don't think there's any expansion we could be doing. I don't think so. Possibly, but probably not. Hector Ramirez. Oh yeah, I want to bring your attention. I finally made a proper thumbnail for Puro Rescue Palace. I think this is so much better than the other one. It's actually centered kind of properly. So, yes. We now have a proper thumbnail. Ooh, a dojo grad. Humble, compassionate, that's good. He is the protege of Philip Cooper, who has dropped to a lower mid-carder. Look at these stats! Oh, they're so amazing. He's gonna be something one day, I tell you. Okay, might as well just get him in then. Actually, no, we're gonna sign him to a paper appearance still with, if you go through here, you can sign people from your dojo on a paper appearance deal with no downside. So it's basically like slavery, because you could literally, you could sign them and never use them, and then you don't pay them. So if you want to use them, you can pay them, but if you don't use them. How old is he? How old is who? How old is who? Nigel Svensson. Oh god. That's touring, right? Yeah. Cool. He's our boy. Kind of. He's hurting a little bit, but he is our boy. God, he's starting to get over in Japan. They're going to want to sign him on a written deal soon. Maybe we should sign him. How old is the dojo grad? He is... Travis Huge. I like that. Is he big? He is. He is 21 years old, which is pretty young. I will drop him to a middleweight, because then he can go back up later. And he can also work in the welterweight division, which is always a good place to go. Travis. Reasonably large. There you go. Because he's not huge anymore. He's just reasonably large. There you go. Cool. That looks like a good one. Looks like a solid little data right there. Oh, by the way, guys, I have something important before we start the next tour to show. TCW are cult, which means that if they're still cult in 6 months, February 2015, we will be able, I think, to sign the man, the myth, the legend, Tommy Cornell Jr., who would be a huge boon to us, who would be a huge star for a British company. So I'm hoping we will be able to do that. Alright, so, cool. Just wanted to get Skype up so I could see what people are saying on the Skype chat. Let's get rocking and rolling. Gonna renegotiate the TV deal, but other than that, let's start the tour out. We're actually gonna do different tour days this week, I think. So, yeah. TV deal, extend contract. Then we will do schedule. So we were working Mondays, so we'll do Wednesdays and Fridays. Nah, Friday's not a good date. We could just do Wednesdays, or we could do Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm wondering, because the problem with doing Fridays is that our pay-per-views are on Saturdays. So we'd be working Friday and then Saturday, which is a little rough. Especially with the product setting. So I guess I'll just do Monday. Unless it would interfere with the new Destiny tour, which would suck. So I saw the Go Home tour, right? What was the... Again, there's a few more people in the stream, so if you've got any suggestions for the name of the tour, go ahead and leave them in the comments. We got the Go Home tour and the Lariato tour. So we could do the Go Home Lariato tour. Wait a minute, so let's just do the PP. Lariato tour. Twos. Actually, that's what we should do. We should rename these. Lariato! There you go. I'm gonna just call it this if nobody else has better suggestions. Oh, I should remember how many O's we put on there. Oh, the new Lariato tour. Okay, no, we'll just do Lariato tour. And then copy that. What about the Lariator? Ooh. Nah, I actually prefer Lariato Tour. Just call it the traditionalist in me. Lariato Tour. Thursday. Active. Alright, Lariato Tour Tuesday and Thursday. Set up. We are actually going to be extending our pay-per-view times to 2.5 hours. Except for Birthday Bash, which is going to stay at 2 hours. Because it's not a real pay-per-view. I'm half tempted to drop it to just a big event. But I'll leave it as pay-per-view for now. Alright, so that we can have a little bit more time, and that they actually feel different to the tour shows, because the tour shows are the same size otherwise. Travis reasonably large needs to be assigned a position on the roster. I will probably put him under a mask at some point. I haven't got too many masked people on the roster anymore. We've just got Ponzo. Wait, where is Ponzo? Ponzo's still here. Ooh, I was scared for a second. I was like, Ponzo, no, have you left? But no, luckily no. How's Tayo's doing? Tayo's mask is actually looking pretty good. Hugh to ask under a mask. It's Tayo. Alright, so, here we go. The tour is in full swing. Everyone's medically cleared to go. Everyone here on a regular basis? Yes, lovely. Beautiful. Let's get rolling then. Oh, that reminds. Next week is going to be rough because we do have a Monday show, so it's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, which is a little rough. Might not do the Tuesday show that week. Maybe though. I'm bringing Blissy Boo to GDS now. Boo, boo that man. Boo the Dave. Boo the Blissy. Boo that Blissy. You will have to get her as your first draft pick though for your women's fed. Like, in real life and in the game, it's probably a good idea. Maybe not in the game, but in real life it would be. Oh no, my pay-per-view deal is going to expire. Please no. Whatever will I do without being on pay-per-view? Is my coverage okay? Oh, apparently not. Apparently I do not have a big enough TV deal. Huh. That surprises me, actually. Okay, I guess we're changing TV deals then. Because I know we can get on a big network, can't we? Maybe we can't. No, we cannot. Why did I go with a very big distributor then? That was stupid. It was super stupid. One second, let me just check Skype. Okay, it's the Grandar server. I should mute the Grandar server. I'm actually going to mute the Grandar server. Because... What? Oh, alerts off. Because I don't want... I want to be able to see when, like, the BizClays chat messages me. But I don't want to be able to see when the Grandar chat does. Is the pay-per-view deal big or very big? It's just big. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over to the BBC 2. We're going to get on BBC 2. As long as they let us. Actually, I could get a new show. It's actually not a dreadful idea, is it? Probably is a dreadful idea. Don't boo the Blissy. Always boo the Blissy. Repeatedly boo the Blissy. Okay, attendances are a little down in most places. That's okay though. We can probably fill out a couple of buildings in Europe too. Worth having a look at on occasions, although I don't know, the wrestling industry, it might be worth just going right now and getting as many attendances as we can. I need a storyline for Brian for Mania. Do I have him to Styles Jericho? Not really other option. Just don't use him. Have him retire like he did in real life. Or call up Shinsuke and have that match. If you have to use him, then have that match. Don't just stick him in another feud. If you're going to do that, then you might as well be retired, right? I should stop spending so much time on this. Just pick a stadium. Fine, we'll go to Ireland. Why? If you're just going to stick him in a random feud, you're like, I don't really have any ideas for him. I'll just stick him in a random thing. Yes, it's time for more Puro. So we are building towards Edward Cornell and Putty. So Edward Cornell needs a win tonight. And we are now at the fantastic position of being able to do matches without Putty in them and have a chance of getting bees. Although not a guarantee, but still. I've been kind of sacrificing Victor for a while. Nah, we won't continue doing so. We'll put Joe in here. This match is probably not going to get a B. God, I don't like this one. This one, I don't listen to this one that long. And yeah, if you're going to keep Brian active, the only match that really makes sense, especially now, if you're like trying to come up with a match for him after Fastlane, or after Rumble, then it might as well be Shinsuke. Do like a Taker-esque build, where Brian's like, I need an opponent for Mania, and Shinsuke debuts. Shinsuke's got like fluent English, basically, so you can do promos with him. Alright, there we go. Cool. And then semi-main can be... Well, right now Nigel's kind of a perma guy with us, right? Because he hasn't signed with Burning Hammer yet. Or he could like push Adam. Brian versus Brock, yeah. But I think I like what Dave is planning to do with Brock. No, I don't. He's planning on having fight Wyatt, I think. So, boo. No, it's fine. Actually, I'm gonna have a semi-main event with one of the tag teams. Sure. So here's my strategy for using Old Order Rising in this tour. So Josh Thompson actually got to 95% fatigue last tour. So I'm only going to use him once a week and hope that he doesn't die. That's the plan. Alright. They will fight people that I know are decent, such as Oliver, and I would use Brett, but Brett's already booked. So Gilbert. Wait, Gilbert? Yeah, Gilbert I don't think is attached to a tag team. It's a cool little match. Have a Gordon go over, open, work the crowd, decisive. There you go, and then we'll have the Young Lions in a match. So we'll start off with Adam taking on Kevin Walsh. Kill Joss so you can have a memorial show. Oh no. We have a birthday show. This is a happy product. No need for a memorial show. And then we'll have Ajburon debut by taking on Albert Starr, who has not had nearly enough wins over the last couple of months / years. There you go. Oops, I was about to put the Swedish guy over. Or the Norwegian, I think he is. And then 1v1s, 1v1s, 1v1s. Mid-card, 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 mid-card. Go. Fantastic. Where is Gordon Levay? I see him there. He's taking on Ponzo. I need him going over here. Wait, is it your birthday party? It's not my birthday in real life, but the 8th of August is my birthday. So I have a show in this promotion celebrating my birthday because I own the fucking place. And I call it Birthday Bash. Okay, so we'll start off the we'll just have a putty promo with Eddie Cornell at some point. And then who else isn't booked? Victor, Mass Hulk, Nigel, and Stefan. Well, no, not Stefan. Victor, Nigel, and Mass Hulk. So Mass Hulk can have a Menace promo. Because Menace promos are the things that make the world go round. As you can see, Menace promos make the world go round. This was surprisingly good. Need to get that gimmick off of him. This was really bad. Not a good debut for you, Scandinavian man. Need to get that gimmick off of you. Not too bad. Not too bad. That was bad. But then again, these two are pretty bad anyway, so it's not a big deal. Semi-main event does okay, and then the main event does not do fantastically. Joe Simpson needs to get a gimmick removed. Aye, not a good show. Not a good show to start off the tape. Not a good show to start off the tour. But it's alright. The tour shall improve as we go on. Unlike my last tour, which it did also improve as it went on, but it started a lot stronger than that. New champion in AAA. Who's that? Victoria Garcia. How is fatigue going? Nobody is fatigued. Not even Josh. Joss. Joss. Doom, doom, diddle, doom. I'm glad I remember skipping this song again. Picks up real quick. Oh yeah, I got my phone so I could check Twitter. There's Gunter responding to me on Twitter. Cool. 2 notifications apparently. Oh, it's Big Banter Ben. God, such a pain in the ass. Oh yes, Backsplash God has entered the final month of his contract. Negotiations can now begin. I'll think about that one. I'll think about that. Hey, Matt Swafford. How's it going, brother? Welcome to the stream. Alright, we are staying out of central England until the birthday bash is done. For obvious reasons. Actually, we're going to stay in Ireland. We'll milk a town for as long as possible. That's my motto. Alright. Main event tonight will be Nigel Svensson. Nigel Svensson and Edward Cornell in a unique opportunity match against the Armorsmith Union. Hello, Iceman. The Armorsmith Union. And this match is 4 people. Whoever gets the pinfall in this match gets a title shot at Birthday Bash. Nigel gets the pinfall. Happy birthday to me. Okay. Semi-main event will be me, because I haven't wrestled yet on this tour. And I will take on, I will get this young fucking Swedish lad over. I'll get him over. Just give him to me. That's all I need. 15 minutes. I'll sell for him. I promise you. Look, I'm selling for him. There we go. Alright. Cool. And then we will obviously give the young lion, Big Smack Scott, a match against Mass Hulk. Hoss. Big Smack Scott could probably only go like 4 minutes. That's fine. Decisive. Yeah. And then we didn't have like, who was the other guy in main event or not booked last week? I think it was Victor. So Vicky can go up against Johnny Alvarez. Welcome to wrestling, Johnny. No, the Swedish guy is like a big deal. I can't change his name anymore. He's like a proper big guy in Europe, I'm afraid. Alright. Mid-card. Q! Do I see Gordon Levy? Yes, I do. Awesome. This is a good match. This is always a good match. This match happens quite a bit. It's our mid-card rivalry right now, actually. It's like the Tanahashi Okada of our mid-card. Yeah. Charlie Haas. Anyway. So we will do max gimmick, please. 70. And then I will use a wonderful macro I have to remove everyone's gimmick. So give him none. Click. And then I can press the G1 key. And it will... Oh, wait a minute. What? Oh, I'm on profile 2. There you go. Now you don't have a gimmick. 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 There you go. I love. See, this is why I have macros. I know they sometimes get me like embarrassed because I'll sometimes press a macro key accidentally while I'm like talking in a chat and it'll like paste the macro out. But still, sometimes it's easier. Awesome. Okay, what else have we got on here? So obviously Eddie Cornell and a Putty confrontation is... Well, actually, we'll do a Nigel Putty confrontation at the end of this episode. At the end of this tour show. The Nigel Putty rivalry will continue. The next chapter will be at the Birthday Bash this year. There you go. This wasn't bad, actually. Fair play to Big Smack Scott. This was better, though. I imagine they botched instead of what to do this. That'll be fine. I can just switch back to none. That's what makes Puro so good. Good. Actually, that match before this one wasn't very good. Neither was this one. I forgot Josh should not be in this match. Oh well. This was solid. Solid. It's not remarkably large. It's reasonably large. He was huge, but then we had him drop a weight class, so I changed his last name from huge to reasonably large. This is a better main event. It's because of these two having good chemistry. The match featured great action and a good crowd. Eddie Cornell and Nigel Svensson defeated Armour Smiths when Nigel Svensson got the pin, thereby earning a shot at Birthday Bash for the catchweight title. The Nigel Putty rivalry. By God. And then this is pretty good for Nigel Svensson. I have to admit, fair play Nigel. I read this remarkably. Hey, you read it out. Look, if the fans chant remarkably, I won't go against it. I need KKK Chavo. I'm afraid I don't have any women wrestlers in this fed. I think Thea Davis has her own fed somewhere. So, she's the proper owner for NWF, so I'm not sure. Oh, someone, I think it was 229 T-Man, left in the comments of the last episode that he wanted me to show off my first fed in this save. So I started at NWF here. So if you want to read the description, it's there. They're doing really well, actually. They're a very solid independent company. Their top 100 matches include a good solid smattering of bees. The title history, so since oh god, it's doing pretty well. So I left once with Nigel. So me and Nigel left together here in July of 2017. And after I left, they gave it to Davey Celtic, then Hugh, Darryl Hinkle, who's a former football player, who turned pro, Michael X, who's now known as Gordon X Michaels in my fed, Darryl Hinkle, again, the former football player, Kelly Martin, who we've seen on tour, Billy Robinson, who we've seen on tour, and Kelly Martin again, who we've seen on tour. A good smattering of solid, like, mixed guys, you know, like lucha, so it's pop equals perf. So a lot of guys who can talk a little bit and wrestle a little bit. Solid. Alright, so the BBC Two will have me on, which is good. I think I usually go on Friday nights, right? That was the last little thing I did. So, contract will be for 2 seasons. We'll do like 80% network, 80% Puro Palace. Oh god. I think, what are we? Oh yeah, we're Puro. Late night works. I wasn't expecting to do too well here. Okay, cool. We are now on BBC Two. 90%. There we go. Perfect. Time to heal. Birthday bash in 3 days. Perfect. Good stuff. Is Josh fatigued yet? He obviously is. So, yeah. Everyone who's fatigued will get the night off, I think. In almost every circumstance, I'll try and do that. I don't know, it just involves me booking them properly. That's the only problem. Whereas, like, to give people the night off, I have to actually book the matches rather than letting the auto booker do it for me, so that's the only problem. Sorry about that, blowing my nose. Sad day for me. Liverpool lost the League Cup final earlier today, so I'm obviously in disarray. Very upset. So, yeah. Streaming to get the heartbreak out. Goodbye, Eurosport. It's been good knowing you. Now my coverage in Europe is down. So, well, it will be at the end of the month. So I've traded good coverage in the UK for bad coverage in Europe. Brr, sad face. Birthday bash is tomorrow night. Perfect. Oh, look, it's Ralph Leota. Whole lot of love in Ralph Leota. Or Ralph Lauda, I guess. That would make sense. We know Ralph Leota. We love Ralph Leota. He's a good lad. Disposable Heroes. Favorite tag team ever. Alright, it's time for the Puro Palace Birthday Bash. We will run a reasonably small venue for this. Panzo Hora and Edward Cornell, that's probably good. Oh, god damn it, Panzo. Come on, bro. Don't get into an argument with our bro. Yes, that's right, you two bond. You're both from, like, Europe. Everyone in the back's like, everyone here is from Europe, you asshole. How's the backstage doing? Is it good enough? It is perfect. Well, perfect, but it's great. Alright, we'll finish off the island. Actually, no, we're going to Central Europe. We're going to Central England, quote-unquote. But we're actually going to a Welsh arena. Because fuck you guys. I think we'll go to Saunders Basketball Arena. I know it's a little smaller, but we don't want to have a huge, like, turnout for this. We just want just a little turnout, a little shindig for me. On my birthday, take on Nigel. The Paddy-Nigel rivalry continues. He's got good stamina, doesn't he? Yeah. We'll do a 35-minute match here. Paddy does have the stamina these days. He has gone up by 10 stamina. Also, the psyche is totally there. I think. Should be. Should be. Maybe not. Actually, yeah, we'll just do a 21-minute match. Paddy's going over. Open, call it, slow build it, and make it decisive. And then the semi-main event, which is probably going to outdo the main event. I should be very careful here. Eddie Cornell. Man, myth, the legend, Eddie Cornell. And we will go with Gilbert Sifu to take on the team of the Armorsmiths Union. In a 12-minute little mid-card match. So, how are you guys doing today? First time I'm streaming in a couple days. How's everyone doing? How's your wrestling / TEW week been going? Hasn't been too much going on in the world of pro graps recently, aside from a few little things. So, yeah, how's everyone doing? Let me know. Okay, aside from that, we should probably book a few title matches, aside from the catchweight title match. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. That might not be the main event, actually. I think I'm gonna semi-main event with something else. Adam Matsudiro versus Gordon Levy. How do you work touring contracts? I have two guys touring contracts for 3 months, and then they left before the final month of the tour. Can I get the contract to start at the beginning of the tour? Yeah, you just give them a touring contract for 3 years, and they'll leave at the end of the tour. That's how you work tour. Well, I usually give my touring contracts for like a year, but you can give them for 3. They'll just leave as soon as the tour is over. Hey, Terratox man, what's up, brother? Good to see you. How's it going? I restarted my local to global save because I realized, oh shit, I'm spending way too much on workers. Yeah, I get you. I think a lot of people tend to do that. I know, I sign a lot of cheap workers. Some people like lambast me for it, but it works. So, you are a mid-carder, so yeah, we can go like 14. And, oh my god, Gordon Levy is going to win. Open, work the crowd, decisive. New lightweight champion. He has impressed me enough that I will give him the lightweight belt. Oh, I forgot I gave Adam Matsudiro creative control. Yeah, I was trying to sign him to a short deal because I was worried he'd be in time decline. So I was like, yeah, have everything. Including creative control, apparently, which is a little weird because I don't tend to give that. Before I move on to the mid-card, I should check who's still fatigued. Nobody, so Josh can even work. Dave's off to record. There you go. I'm pushing Dave to get past the 4-episode mark on his series. Alright, cool. Good. See you soon. Alright, so we want Bret Heartbreak to kind of be on a mega push right now, so we're not going to have him in this match. We will instead have Charles Pyle, perfect, and Panzo Hora, who has made it to the mid-card. Great. I opened one of the 9,000 verse saves to work on a bit. Black Lagoon fed. This should be interesting. Cool. Oh, yeah. 12 minutes. And the underdogs can go over. Even though I don't think Gordon X Michaels is actually much of an underdog, but Joe Simpson is. The underdogs are winning the match. They're underdogs, I tells ya. Mass Hulk will take on the Swedish dude, Norwegian dude, same kind of area. They're right next to each other. Well, I think Sweden is just north of Norway. Yeah, wait, no, I'm thinking Denmark. Sweden is just to the west of Norway, I think. Or east. No, the east. Norway is like the western tip of Scandinavia. Anyway, fuck it. I'm done. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys, as you say nothing in the comments to insult me. I'm like, fuck you guys, you say nothing. Oh, we can do a heavyweight title match. Fuck it. We're testing out a worked MMA company on Seaverse. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, there's a couple of companies like that, like Tier 1 and Inspire. Sounds like a cool concept. There's a lot of companies that have tried it, so it's always an interesting concept. Alright, so we'll go with the actual Swedish guy versus the actual Russian dude. Oliver versus Andreasson Sensei. Okay, Andreasson is not winning, but I will keep him strong because he's a good lad. Deserves to be kept strong. Not he's a good lad, but he's getting a push. Then we'll do Bret Heartbreak versus he's a middleweight, so buff could work. I can get fired if I swear at work. I don't know. I've never had a problem with it. All of the professional environments I've been a part of, the people I work with, never have a problem with it. I haven't worked in that many professional environments though. But usually I walk in and they'll swear and we'll swear, and it's all just mature attitude. I have a real problem with people that have a problem with like swear words and shit like that. Okay, Albert Starr, Philip Cooper. Perfect. Tayo versus Cooper and Stefan versus Albert. It's more of like Albert versus the rest of them, because Albert's the heavyweight in this match, which is why he's winning. We don't treat weight classes with absolute reverence, but we certainly treat them with some sort of relevance. This could be too hot of a card, but it's only the birthday bash. It's not even a proper pay-per-view in my eyes, so it's not a big deal. We will just do a Mass Hulk promo before his match. Or after his match. Yeah. I don't mind Victor getting penalized for that. And then after the final main event of the show, it will be Edward Cornell staring down Putty, because it's already been announced that at Summer Sizzler those two will go at it for the catchweight title. Good opener. This probably could have semi-main evented. It wasn't ridiculously bad. It wasn't ridiculously good, I mean. So, cool. Good stuff. Panzo Hora and Charles Pyle are not good teammates. I work at a theme park. Yeah. That's a bit of a different environment. This is a good match. Fair play. I don't think this Norwegian guy is particularly great, though. So, oh well. Mass Hulk is really good at promos, though. Good. Extremely good. I'm actually surprised how well it's did. I know Albert's really good, and the rest of the people in this match are amazing, but yeah. And then good little mid-card match there. Semi-main does really well. Gordon Levy wins the lightweight title. I'm not expecting the main event to beat this, but hopefully it doesn't do awfully. It does beat it. Awesome. And about the feature, great action, good heat from the audience. Putty defeated Nigel Svensson in the latest chapter of the Svensson-Putty feud. Retains the title. Oh, Dave has sent me a photo. I thought you were recording, Dave. You disgust me. Puro Birthmas! Yes. People I don't despise. Is this Dave's? Well, I'm on there. So Dave doesn't despise me. Okay, back to the game. Yep. Good shit. Good shit. Always good shit. Hey, this is a good promo. This is a good fucking promo. Good stuff from Eddie and Putty there. Really good pay-per-view. I think that was the best show we've ever run. Good stuff. The main event actually delivered. Gordon, obviously. Well, good to you, son. And I'll give Albert a little bit of a hug, because he hasn't... I'll just point him out as a good example, because he's kind of been on D-push recently. So, yeah. Akima Brave keeps on firing. Yeah, in Dave's Road to Glory... he had like Reese Valley just repeatedly on like multiple shows. Dave, the answer to your question on Skype, if you can hear me, is I don't think so. Oh, cool. A 1.05 buy rate. Hell of a buy rate. It's good money right there. Okay, we're not going to do a Tuesday show this week, because that would be horrible to humans all across the world. Yay, we got 70s across the UK now. We are not a long way. I say we are one tour away from national. So we should be national next year, which is cool. Which is going to be fun. It's not going to do much for us, really. But it'll be good. We won't be too far off of international, though, to be fair. Because obviously Europe is a fantastic second nation for a second nation. Europe. Yeah, nation. But yeah. Alright, how's everyone's overness doing? Because we've obviously got Eddie's doing good, Putty's doing good in the storyline. Fantastic. Then Putty's overness is still an 84. God damn it. Ah, damn you, Ireland. And then Eddie Cornell is B pluses across the UK. Really looking forward to Summer Sizzler. I think it's going to be the best match we've... yeah, it's already booked in. It's been coming a long while. We'll also book in the rematch. Because of how good of a champion Adam was, the commission, we'll say, said that he's going to have an instant rematch against Gordon. Because Adam was such a good champion that he deserves it. And Gordon is probably going to be auto-pushed to upper mid-card or main eventer by the time that happens. So we will just have a look. Let's auto-push first. And then we'll have a look. He is a main eventer. Cool. Perfect. Can Adam go up a size? He doesn't want to. He can, but he doesn't want to. Alright, that's fine. You want to play ball? Fine. That Smithsbra thing, I think it's because they've lost. I should stop making them lose. They really shouldn't be losing as much as they do. Okay, now we're building to Summer Sizzler, which I think is week 4 of August. Or maybe it's not. Not sure. I know we run November now. He's the only guy with a negative note, and he's fought like 8 times on a 3-month tour. Oh shit, you guys can still see that if I move it. Ooh. Okay, not gonna be moving it anymore. Ooh, scary. Yeah, that's not good. Get rid of the fucker. I've actually kept my backstage really good now. I've just got, oh, Brickhouse Boulder, really? Aside from him, Panzo is our young lion who I'm going to keep around, and Big Smack Scott is obviously not staying too long. So it's not too bad. Birthdays this month, me, 30. Ah, the big 3-0. Putty check Skype and reply to me. I replied to you. It's I don't think so. I don't think you should, Dave. I know you weren't here, but I don't think you should. Okay. What are we doing here? Just wanted to check some stuff out, make sure nothing was going ridiculously wrong. Let us, Lariato! Let's remove that to active. And get this sorted. Alright, sorted. We are ready to rock and roll. We are building Summer Sizzler, which is week 3. So we have 3 shows to build. It's not a particularly long time, but it should do the trick. I'm going to start main eventing a couple tour shows with myself, because I haven't main evented any tour shows yet this tour. So we'll do that while we're waiting for the next show. Oh, wait, while we're waiting for the next show to load. There we go. I'm just going to play an ad. I'll see you guys in a second. For those of you not seeing ads, we're still here. Just like to do that while the show is waiting to load. Alright, we are back. And... oh, actually, I wanted to check Skype. Mr. Perfect is the correct term. Alright. There you go. Okay. Burning Hammer, the Wrestling Gods set their sights. I guess they've gone national. Then we have the Thursday tour. Is anyone medically... Nope, everyone's doing pretty good. It's good. It's not until like month 3 of the tour where people's bodies start breaking down, so I'm hopefully going to try and avoid that this time. Hopefully. Can't be sure of avoiding it though. Alright, where have we actually been? So we went to Ireland twice, and then we went to Central, so we'll go back to Central. Go to England. Alright, so we will main event this show with a tag team match. Holla, 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 players! And it'll be Monsieur Putty teaming up with somebody to take on 2 other dudes. Tis the greatest idea for a main event ever. So it'll be Victor and Gilbert, and we will have Putty teaming with the new lightweight champion, Gordon Levy. How about that? I've done that before, have we? We have not. Cool. How we go 20. Have Mr. Putty go over. Open, slow build. Decisive. I will also add in Adam and Gordon to this storyline so they can build up a little bit of momentum because they are the semi-main. I'll also give them some promos. Not sure how good Gordon is on the stick, but might as well give him some promos. No reason to. No reason not to, I mean. We'll give Adam the semi-main too, because he's a really good wrestler, so this makes sense. Give it against Stefan. 12 minutes. Adam over. Open. Decisive. This was actually like a lightweight title match a couple of years ago. A little sad that it's devolved into this. Then we go for a tag team match. We will do the Armorsmith Union, taking on some young boys like Johnny and Travis. Just have it go 6 minutes. And have John Smithy go over. Decisive. There you go. Seems like a perfect idea. And then we'll have another tag team match with the Old Order Rising. If I can use Old Order Rising, I might as well. Taking on Kevin Welsh and Dan Orndorff. Sure. They should be able to go 8. Which is like the lowest time a match should go in this Fed, but sometimes they go a little earlier. Yeah, look fucking cool, man. He's in Old Order Rising. No, he's in Armorsmith's Union. The best damn tag team on the planet. According to them. Not my words. Okay, and then fill up the card with the rest of mid-card matches. Including Tayo and Philip Cooper, Albert Starr and Chelsea. Yep. Ponzo versus Joe. That works for me. This all looks good to me. And then we will have 2 promos, as is the case on these shows. The first will be Monsieur Putty and Mr. Edward Cornell. Obviously missed the P button there. And they will go 6 minutes, and I will unscript them. Eddie is not good unscripted, but Putty is. It's like, I love that you're still using Gordon Levy. That's one of the things about tour shows, though, is that you bring one guy in for a tour, and because of the pop gains that tour shows have, you can just make a star in a tour or two, and the guy that you bring in for one tour sometimes just completely surprises you. It happened with Albert Starr. Albert Starr came in for a tour as a rookie to kind of train, and he ended up main eventing the final show of the year last year, or maybe the year before that. 1 second. Yeah, it was the year before that. It was 2022. Where, you see? Oh, no. Was it 2021? No, it couldn't have been. What the fuck? I'm sure Albert Starr lost to Putty. Huh. I guess it wasn't. Or is it like the first tour? I'll just do Ultra involving Putty. Or Callum Putty. Oh, yes, it was to end the first tour. And it's happening with Levy too. Like, he impressed me so much. He was one of the best, like, mid-carders that we had. Like, he was just pulling on fantastic semi-mains every single, like, tour show. So it's like, oh, alright, sure. Like let's go for it. Let's re-sign him in and have him win the lightweight title. Because he's, like, because of tour shows, we can get him super over in a very limited amount of time. Yeah, it's pretty good. Also not bad. Good. Pretty bad. Decent. Pretty bad. Not a great semi-main, gotta be honest. Main event delivers though. Really good tag team match. Putty pins Victor with a bloody Sunday. And afterwards the promo's pretty good. Yeah. I will stop unscripting those promos, because Putty might be good, but Eddie isn't, and I'd rather not have the penalty for Eddie going off script. Black Flash is a masked Australian wrestler. Okay then. Good to know. Okay. And then people have 4 days off. Is that going to be enough to rest your joints, laddies? We're going to be travelling a little, I think. Yeah. Nah, we'll stay in Central England as long as we can sell the place out. Which you should be able to do. If we sold the place out this time, then I'll stay there. And then we'll go to the north. We'll go up north for the pay-per-view. Because it's only a Summer Sizzler, it's not a huge deal. And then we'll keep heading in our normal places for a little while, and then move from there, really. Move from there, really. He says, just like randomly. I always like get a little like more tired when I'm asleep, when I'm streaming for some reason. It's just a tiring experience, you know? Super fun though. Okay. Unread emails waiting. What date do we? Oh, we're on Monday. Never mind. Tomorrow night. Let's go. Alright, we should be tonight, which we are. 1 week for Brickhouse Balder, so he will not debut at the pay-per-view. He will debut on tour show, maybe. Maybe I'll keep him for a pay-per-view. Nah, I doubt it. Good lad. Good lad. You bring alcohol, I'm much more likely to keep you on. Edgar Carpenter, you're a young boy, so maybe I will keep you on. 8,000 people for a tour show. That's worth staying in Central England for. Especially if we're heading up to Leamington Spa in Bristol. Alright. Oh, I assume Cheltenham. I assume Leamington Spa is like a play on Cheltenham Spa. Okay, no, we don't start with that. We start with Adam Matsudiro teaming with Edward Cornell. Basically the challengers at the pay-per-view. To take on Gasp, Mass Hulk. I'm going to have him take a loss. Not a huge deal. And Bret Hart break. No, I don't want to. I want to keep Bret's push going a little stronger than that. Plus, there's not enough talent in this match. I need something like. Oh yeah. I was thinking, is Stefan actually really good? And he's ridiculously good. How over is Mass Hulk these days anyway? Yeah, he's pretty over. I don't know. I just have no plans to put Mass Hulk in a title match, so I should probably take the heavyweight title off of him soon, right? No, I've still got a lot of time. I got no plans to put Mass Hulk in another title match, not after last year's rivalry. So, yeah. And then in the semi-main, we will have Gordon Levy, master of the semi-main event, taking on Philip Cooper. Probably the old master of the semi-main event. Go 14. Levy over. Open worked. Decisive. Yep. Worked. As if, like, the rest of the night is a shoot. Ooh, Nigel's here. Nigel squishes other European individual. Is Nigel from Sweden? Yeah. It's the Scandinavian War. It's the Norwegian War of Independence. God, tour show pop gains are ridiculous. If I had the Australians over here, I could have gotten them over in frickin' weeks instead of months, as it actually took me. I don't think I even finished it. I bet Belbride did not finish the job of getting those Australians over. Okay. Hey, Zelda music. Always love me some Zelda music. Always up to listen to the wonderful sounds of their compositions. Sifu will squash Big Scott in what's possibly his last ever match. Not even for the company, just possibly ever. The man from Japan, Nigel Svensson. In frickin' deed. Okay. I know, Paddy, you didn't finish getting them over. They were at mid-card. Yeah, but to be fair, one of them did get a 99 match. So, I mean, it depends on what your definition of getting over is. They were super fucking over in Australia. And that they weren't always. Like, when they came in, they were, like, middling. And then I got them over in Australia. Of course. I forget what I'm doing all the time. Eddie Cornell. Are you sure that wasn't Sam Keith? Yeah, it was the Australian Sam Keith. This was real good. Fair play. Like, I guess we stick the Scandinavians together and they bring out the best in each other. Travis reasonably large. Can't go that long. This is pretty good. Yep. Cool. This is looking like just like every match does the same show. Semi-main event steps up the pressure a little bit. And the main event keeps it solid. And this promo was really good. And the show gets a 74, which apparently didn't even raise our pop in Central England. That's just grand. Love me some water. Alright, we got the Go Home Show to book next. Everyone's feeling tired. That's okay. We can give them some rest. So, Edward Cornell is very good. Putty is very good. Overness, I assume, is at similar levels. Yes, Putty's gone back up to 95 in the islands. Eddie Cornell is freaking really fucking over right now. Torso pop gains are ridiculous. This match is going to do really well. Like, really fucking well. I'm expecting big things from this match. The only thing that's going to hold it back is the road agent work, the refereeing work, and the announcing work. So basically everything that's not the people in the ring. But aside from that, should do really well. Also possible like fatigue, but those two are really good. Aha! Viktor Beskov is not leaving this Fed. He is the man of the future, kind of. Yeah. He's got the Puro, he's got the ability. Like, he's always going to be there or thereabouts with Viktor Beskov. He's got a role, and it's a very important one. It's a very prestigious one, too. It's a very prestigious one. Hey, 90% backstage is good. Yes. Welsh and Svensson always bonding is good. Yes. All of the good people bonding, I like that. Albert Starr, Big Smack Scott, Charles Pike, and Josh Thompson. Okay. The reason Tour Show pop gains are huge is because it's kind of event. It's more than that, though, Ben. Because if you run a regular weekly event, it doesn't get as big of a pop gain as tour shows, and they don't have quite as big of a gain as pay-per-views. Also, tour shows are very unique because tour shows will give you pop gains across the country, wherever I think you have TV coverage. It is if you've got a highlights package, whereas normal weekly events will not give you that. It'll just give you pop in that one area. They're very unique. It's not the same as just running an event. It's tour shows are a little different. Well, if you have a highlights package, anyway. I've never run a touring company without a highlights package, so I wouldn't know whether it works at the lower levels. I would imagine it doesn't. I've seen 5-star guys not get over across the country like you see with other people. Alright, the main event will be Edward Cornell and Mr. Putty going a sensational 25 minutes with the underdogs. And unfortunately getting pipped to the post at the last second. No, I'm just kidding, they're going to win. Eddie'll get the pin though. He'll like stare down Putty like, yeah, I got the pin, bitch. What are you gonna do about it? And we'll have Adam go over somebody. Like, not Brett. Gilbert, though. Gilbert Sifa. Sure. Adam's like, hey, I can take on the welterweights. I can take on the welterweights. What? You don't think I can take on the welterweights? Here. Let me beat Sifu. Sifu will prove that I can take on all welterweights. He's Sifu. Of course. Why wouldn't you believe it? Is it normal for somebody to die and someone else to take over the ownership on the same day? I mean, that sounds a little rare, but it doesn't sound ridiculous. So it only put together 2 matches, which is fun. Alright, we will do Hammersmith's Union, taking on Dan Oldorf and the Scandinavian dude. We'll go 8 minutes. And not Dan, John will go over decisively. Put that on. It happened with for Canadian Golden Combat. Okay. No. Golden Canvas Grappling. With Canadian Golden Combat, it makes more sense because it's like it's the family business. There's somebody set to take over as soon as they die. But with Golden Canvas Grappling, I think again it's a family thing. Doesn't his son take over? That's usually why I think it goes quickly, because it's like the game maybe has it set, although I might be incorrect on that. Because you always see like certain people taking over Canadian Golden Combat and World Level Wrestling, Pride Glory, because it's a family business kind of thing. Okay. Gordon Levy can fill out the shitty mid card on this show. 1 second. I'm messaged. Apparently not. Never mind. Okay, whatever. And the final match on this card can be getting Mass Hulk and Nigel Swanson booked. And it will be against these dudes. The youngest of young boys. They probably are the youngest young boys. Mass Hulk goes over. Open. But Eddie and Putty teaming, what did I miss? They're trying to one-up each other. This always happens. It's like you're fighting at the show, so you're teaming together to take on these guys. And can you coexist? Ah! It's a less Puro thing to happen, but I do it a lot. It's like you guys are going to team up because you both need momentum, and which one of you can get the pinfall. Have a competition. Have at it. I always do this. So Edward and Putty will start off the show. They're like, we got a team later, bitch. So don't you fuck me over. And then he's like, I can't guarantee I won't fuck you over. And then they don't fuck each other over because they care more about winning than anything else. In fact, that does kind of happen in Puro. Ghetto and Delirious team all the time. Putty and Eddie. But they will also end off the show like, bitch, you didn't screw me over. But this Saturday, I am totally gonna screw you over. Bitch, I kill you. Bitch, I kill people. Alright, 90 promo. Ooh, it's getting good. It's good shit. Alright. Yeah. Told you this mid-card was gonna be shit. Pretty good. Good semi-main. Excellent main event. The joint best match this promotion has ever put on. But it is the underdogs who have good chem, so. Not good chem, good experience. And then the promo was good. This was a good show. Excellent tour show. Hopefully it sells pay-per-views. Alright, while we're sitting to the next bit, have an ad that I can check Skype. There you go. Thank you all for watching, by the way, if you are still watching. Appreciate it. There's a lot of Skype messages going on right now. Oh, it's a message from Tucker earlier that didn't send. Everyone's arguing. Yeah, that just came through for me too. Eddie and Tommy should team together more often. Yeah, I mean Tommy and Eddie don't end up in the same promotion often. That's their problem. Is that they're like Eddie always feels like he's in the shadow of Tommy, which he is. Which is why they don't team that often. Well, they're not in the same promotion that often. I teamed them. I had a US Pro save where I teamed them. I think I called them Team Excellence, which I think is a nice name for those two guys. Oh no, Dan Stone Jr. is hurt. I thought he was dead. Oh, you mean Eddie and Putty. Okay. Well, yeah, Eddie and Putty team up quite a bit because they're like the best wrestlers in the entire company. So they do team up a reasonable amount, to be fair. Alright, here we go. The third or fourth biggest pay-per-view of the year. So not a huge pay-per-view by any means. But motivational speech has been given. Big Smack Scott is apparently a very negative influence. Oh god, we could get a lot of people in our building. Where are we going for Northern England? Sunderland Light Arena. Alright. Good shit. Let's put in the two main events. So first of all, let's do the storyline thing. So Adam gets removed permanently. But Eddie gets removed. Oh no. Putty gets removed permanently. Not permanently, but we're not adding him back. And then we will add back Eddie. And then we will take out Gordon. and back Gordon. This is just so we have a good momentum going into the match. And a good storyline, because a good storyline will also improve a match grade. Alright, so semi-main event and a match reviews. The rematch versus Gordon Levy. 20 minutes for the lightweight title. And Gordon Levy is going to go over again. It's not going to be overbooked, thank you very much. But it's not going to be slow built either. It'll be work the crowd. Cool. And he's upset again, which is fine. We will protect him again. My apologies, Adam, but you do have to lose this match, I'm afraid. And then we'll have Eddie Cornell versus Buddy. The final... Well, not the final encounter, but like the kind of first kind of encounter. So, there are matches in the past that have been singles matches, or there's only been one. And it was the quarterfinals of the Great British Bracket last year, and Eddie went over. So, that's the only clash they've had so far. Eddie has the psych and the stamina to go like 40. But he has the psych and stamina to probably go 40 as well. We're going to go 35 just in case. Going to put the good ref in charge. I have no clue why they're putting Joe St. Pierre in charge of this match. But he's going over. No, he's actually not. Nah, Edward's going over. Open, called, slow build, decisive, and we are actually going to keep Paddy strong. Just this time. Ah, look at this beautiful man. He's going to be so over once this match is over. We've actually created 2 stars. Oh god, Paddy's even more over than he started this feud. We've actually created 2 stars, man. Oh, we're not going to put the welterweight title on the line because Paddy is not a welterweight. Ah, it's beautiful. That's going to be beautiful. I hope this match does well. It should do. It should do reasonably anyway. Alright, now I want to check the medical before we go any further with this. Everyone's looking pretty nasty, actually. Yeah, actually, I'm going to avoid booking these guys, so one sec, I'm going to put this onto a paint document so I can see it easier. So I'm going to put the thumbnail up a sec. Just putting these... what I want to do is I want to take a screenshot and put them onto paint so I can have them on the side of my screen so I remember who not to book, because I don't want to book guys who are this fatigued. So there you go. Game, then that. Cool. You guys should be seeing the game just fine now. Alright. Cool. So, we can book Josh Thompson? Nope. We cannot book... Well, Gordon Levy is having a match. Ponzo, Tayo, Charles, and Albert. Alright. Well, the underdogs can have a match then, so can Armour Smith Union. What if we... Oh, fuck it, let's do Armour Smith Union versus the underdogs. We haven't done that yet. Make it go 16. And have... Ooh, who should go over here? John Smithy. He's just too good not to. And is Nigel here tonight? Is there anyone not here tonight? No, just Brickhouse. So Nigel is obviously a man that I like using in singles matches. Just because he's pretty good at those singles matches. Ponzo we can't use, neither can we use Tayo. We can use Philip though. Nigel Philip, it's lightweight versus welterweight. 12 minutes. Niji goes over, because we love Niji. We love you, Nigel, we do. And then we can put Bret Heartbreak, who's on that monster push, aka the kind of stunted push that sometimes gets going and sometimes doesn't. Byron's kid versus Byron's protege, I think this is. Actually, they're friends. They're friends in real life. That's why I'm thinking of the relation. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. What the fuck's going on with those guys? Oh yeah, they're friends. Mass Hulk taking on Edgar, sure. 8 minutes. I don't know. I'm not confident this match is going to do ridiculously good, so I won't put it as like the... Oh yeah, we should probably put in. This is a lightweight match. This is a catchweight match. No welterweight title, please. New Japan just did Okada Tanahashi on a tour show. Really? Oh, you mean in his game? He means in the game. Gilbert Sifu and Stefan Rayner. I guess this is a lightweight match. Neither of those guys need to be rested. Can take on Ferdinand and... I guess we'll book Tayo. I know he's a little tired, but we can book Tayo. He's not ridiculously tired. Give him a break for a couple of days anyway. Yeah, no, I think we're gonna continue. I'm thinking. I'm trying to decide whether I want to take the last week of the month off this time around or not, because it's actively losing out on money if you take the last last week of the month off. But it might be worth it just to get that little bit of rest in. Actually, we're gonna put Big Smock Scott in the match because it's like, I don't care if you're tired, bitch. You're actively losing out on money if you don't work that final match, but it might be worth the rest. But no, I'll work the last week. So post-match celebration. Oh no, I don't want it rated on entertainment. Post-match celebration for Edward Cornell. The boyhood dream of Eddie Cornell has come true. There we go. Summer Sizzler. Is it gonna sizzle or is it gonna whimper? Let's see. 80B to start off the match. First kind of sniff of a real tag team match in Puro Wrestle Palace. Fans seem to like it. Do you think the tag team division is coming? Probably. Possibly, probably not. Not a good chemistry, but not a dreadful match. This is a real good match from these two friends. It's kind of like Punk Cabana. There's two friends putting on good matches on tour. This is pretty good for a young boy. Yep, this is the cooldown match. This is the warm-up match. Semi-main. Didn't do particularly well, actually. Much worse than their previous match. Not dreadful, though. Then the main event. Didn't do very well. Well, I did keep Putty strong. Well, I'm hoping for better in the future. Not bad at all. Yeah, not bad at all. In the future, we'll do a shorter match and see a bit of grade out of it. Cornell's celebration, it gets a 92. And, you know, it increases our pop in all the regions we're active in. Can you hear me okay? You say I need new announcers. I don't really. He's the best announcer we can get in Britain, and she's a fantastic color commentator. Not a big deal. Hashtag where is Putty? I just fucking told you, Ben. In the chat, even. It's not even behind. He's a fantastic color commentator. Oh yeah, I'm back on there. Good. Yeah, we got a. That's the best color commentator I can get my hands on, and sorry, that's the best announcer I can get my hands on. So, yeah. Ben is always so harsh to his commentators. Like, sometimes they just can't do better. They just can't do any better. Sometimes they're just putting in a good effort. I don't care if I have a few penalties. It's not like I'm never gonna get a 100 in this. I'm never gonna get a 100 of Edward Cornell Putty anyway, not for a little while anyway. So it's like, it's not their fault that they knocked it down 3 points or something. Like, it's no big deal. I don't really give a shit. Alright. So, he barely even lost pop from that. Good shit. We got the title off of him. He penalized the match, yeah, but like, who cares? Who cares if he penalized the match? Like, you're gonna get that from most commentators in the world. There's probably like 4 who don't penalize the matches. So when you're working in Britain, you're okay until you get to international. Mass Hulk is still above Eddie on the frickin' franchise players list, which is okay. But yeah, Eddie Cornell is kind of like a big deal in Britain now. In case you were unaware, Edward the Business Cornell is kind of a big deal. First person to have 2 titles at once in this company too. He is now the welterweight and catchweight champion. She's fantastic. She's fantastic. The catchweight title has also gone up in prestige, and the it's only 2 years. Damn, the 2-year reign of 2.5-year reign of Putty has come to an end at the hands of Edward Cornell. Putty had 6 defenses. 6 defenses of the title. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Alright then. Moving on swiftly. We want Rock Downpour. He's not even that good, I don't think, in this save. Definitely not active in Britain. Nope, 55. And old now. I look for young announcers all the time, but you gotta You gotta build things slowly. You can't just expect everyone to... Like, penalizations are gonna happen. I'm still a cult fed, for God's sake. And we have a real... We should be back on air now. Interesting that that's shutting down. I wonder whether my internet provider are like, you know what, you found a way to stream despite everything we put on you. Huh. Interesting that that's... I'm just wondering, like, what's causing that. Because what happens is I DC. What happens is, like, oh, DC'd, now we're gonna reconnect. And it's interesting that it does that. I wonder whether I should turn my bitrate down even further. That'd be a little silly to do. My bitrate's really low, for those who don't know. How's my bitrate for audio? My bitrate for audio is pretty high. If I turn that down a bit. Maybe if I turn the bitrate down a little bit for video too. And then save and apply my settings, yes. Okay. I'm just going to restart the stream sec so I can have these settings. Okay, we should be back. Hoping that the stream doesn't drop out again. So, yeah. Gonna move you guys' comments back on screen. Or Ben's comments, I guess. It's been quite quiet today. Alright, cool. Let's get rocking. Let's get moving forward. So much shit on my screen, man. I need to get that too. I need to get that second monitor set up. Just to check it, since Ben's in the stream. Can you hear me alright? I should also move this screenshot of a bunch of people who are fatigued off of the off of my screen so I can see more important things. Weird with the stream problems though. Not a big deal. March is coming. I'm hoping that I can keep these low settings in March and just continue to... Hey guys, thanks for all confirming you can hear me. I appreciate it. It's really any excuse. Alright, let's see here. What are we up to this afternoon? What are we even doing? We're building to a pay-per-view, right? It's not the Big British Bracket, is it? Or is it? It is the Big British Bracket. Holy shit! Alright. Awesome. Awesome possum with cake. The British Bracket season is my favourite because it means that it gives me a lot of... I don't have to think about shit, honestly. British Bracket season is super easy to deal with. So... just put together a bracket and play it through, basically. Alright. Shall we get my normal bracket? Yeah, we'll get my proper bracket out. We won't use a shitty paint bracket. Actually, yes, we will use a shitty paint bracket. I've been using shitty paint brackets for the Big British Bracket, but I've also got a real bracket that I use for Maul. So it's like, should I use the real bracket? I was like, nah. Why bother? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Play Paint. Adam, Matsudiro, Gordon, Livy, Nigel, the man from... no. Svensson. Oh, this tournament is not like a proper, like, Japanese-style tournament, but sure, you can watch me book a tournament. Like, this is just a 16-man knockout tournament. Called Big British Bracket. Next year, I think we'll start doing a proper G1-style Japanese tournament, because I've got the stars for it now. And I also really love booking those type of tournaments. They just take a while. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Luke. Cool. Hey Marcus on Skype. Luke Cool. Gilbert. Sifu. John Smithy. Brett. The Hitman Heartbreak. Buff Martinez. Hey Marcus, what's up, brah? Beskov. This is an awful font that I've been using on here for far too long. It's Papyrus! Oh, it's Papyrus. Oh god, no, that is not a good font. Hey guys, look, it's Papyrus. It's the Royal Guard guy. There we go. I like that font. That works. How many people are here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 4. So we need 2 more people. Sorry you're late. No problem. It's okay. Don't have to worry about it, man. You pop in and out as you please. I say that to everyone. So why don't you guys tell me? I need 2 people from this lower card to be in the tournament. You guys can pick which 2 of these people should be in the big British bracket this year. All up to you guys. The first 2 suggestions I see will be yours. Will be in the tournament. I'll start randomizing while you guys suggest. So just take these 4. It doesn't really matter the order of things. I kind of know which. So Tayo is the first suggestion. He's going to be in there. He deserves to be in there. Seems like a reasonable suggestion. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. I hope that's not too much of a problem for you guys. I think that's just something we're going to have to deal with throughout the rest of this stream. So is it okay if I have to reconnect every minute or so? If it's not okay, then I can either try to fix it or end the stream. But if you guys can deal with it, then I'll just stop worrying about it. The most professional tournament bracket, by the way. I do it like this because then I can cross names off the list like this. Like, alright. So yeah, if you guys can deal with the reconnecting, then I'll just leave it alone. What do you guys think? Alright, this is the matchup. It's absolutely okay. Cool. So here are the matchups. So we have 10 shows. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 matches. Then 4 matches, 12 matches. Then that's it. 12, 10 shows, 12. Okay, alright. Perfect. We'll do that then. So here's the bracket. I will now move it off the screen. I can still see it, but it's moving off the screen. It will return at the end of pretty much every show. Oh yeah. I was like, oh, we are booking a show. I was wondering whether we were booking a show or not then. I was like, what? I swear we were booking a show. Oh look, it's Stefan versus Adam again. What a fantastically fresh matchup. Stefan is an upper mid-card, Adam is a main eventer, that goes 20. And Adam goes over, because Adam is the superior one here. Now this might end up main eventing. Yeah, because the next match is Gordon x Michael. No, this match is main eventing. It's more in the North Rhine-Westphalia. Okay. That makes sense. Gordon Levy. Okay. Oh look, it's the Gordons. It's the Battle of the Gordons. This has been a dream match for many. Yes, this is Phoenix Wright jazz music. It is the perfect combination. And hello, Nick. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today. We are booking a tournament. If you missed it, here is the bracket. It is the big British bracket. It is to decide the #1 contender to the new world champion. Well, it is just a tournament. You just get a trophy for winning. But you also, as long as the champion doesn't win, get a title shot at the champion. But the champion's in the tournament, so. And there's a new champion, because Edward Cornell just bested Puddy at the most recent pay-per-view, Summer Sizzler, to win the catchweight title. So that's the groundwork for this. We'll now do our regular Young Boy matches. So we will throw the Young Boys into the fire. Phoenix Wright Jazz in the background. Yeah, it's great. Well, this is my video game playlist, and it also includes Phoenix Wright Jazz. On some occasions, I just play the Phoenix Wright Jazz, but I feel for this stream, you can have a mix of things. Alright, which other Young Boys will get baptized by fire? I think Travis Reasonably Large. We'll have Brickhouse Balder debut. And crush Travis Reasonably Large in 5 minutes. And then I will leave the rest to you, Nigel. I like to think Nigel is my assistant booker in this case. I'm like, Nigel, you put together the rest of the matches. I booked the tournament matches. I booked the Young Boys. You put together the rest of the show. Alright, is there anything excessive in these mid-card matches? Yes, there is. Josh Thompson should not be wrestling. He's very old, very fragile. And he does not have the mental fortitude to continue wrestling. Okay, do we want to do anything? Nah. This might be the first ever Puro Wrestle Palace show without me on it. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. I'm half tempted to put myself in a promo somewhere, but no. Let's see how it does. God, the first one without me. Drew 5,000 people to Hibernian Arena up in Scotland. Okay, this was not too bad. Not too dreadful. Mid-card matches will hopefully do pretty well. Yep, but what you expect. Okay, now on to the tournament matches. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. Probably one of the best matches we've seen from these two recently. Adam Matsudiro defeats Stefan Rayner, knocking him out of the tournament. And the main event gets a 77B delivers. How far along in Road to Glory are you? We're in August 2024. I've achieved the goal. I've got a 95 or higher rated pay-per-view main event. We're just continuing. We're just doing a career at this point. Alright, so Gordon Levy knocks out Gordon X Michaels, and Adam Matsudiro knocks out Stephen Rayner. Not very accurate with this pen. I'm actually not even in the tournament till like day 6 or something. So people are going to get very frustrated. People like Ben like to chant, "We want putty," so what can I do? I'm not in the tournament. I'm not booked. Yeah, so we're in August 2024. So it's more than 10 years in. It's a while. We're hoping, because TCW are cult, we're hoping Tommy Jr. debuts next year and gets signed to a paper appearance deal, and we can just steal him. And he will become the catalyst we need to spur on this British indie scene. Or this British scene in general, I guess. Yeah, I like to do the big British bracket every year. It's just like, it's a really simple tournament. It's just 16 people knockout, and then it gives me a big main event for the finale of the tour. / finale of the year, really. Yeah, I hit it in US Pro. My highest match in PP right so far is an 83. In US Pro I had 99s and shit. And I got really over. I'll show you my overness. I got to 100 overness in every region, aside from Japan at one point, and I've obviously dropped because I've taken a few losses over the last couple of months. But I've gotten really good. I'm pretty happy with how I've done this. My first match that got the requirement was against Andre Jones in a ladder match. It's on to Twitters. Alright, so we've got Luke fucking Cool versus Nigel fucking Svensson. Holy shit. I literally just marked out for Seaverse, people. I literally just marked out thinking about how good this match is, even though I've never seen either of these people wrestle in real life. Nigel gets his yearly victory. I like to think that just like Nigel just waits for the big British bracket. He's like, Putty, I know you don't put me over all year, but always in that first round of the big British bracket, you always put me over. God damn it, Matt is still not on time decline. Yes! Silver Samurai. Wait, is it Silver Samurai? Steel Samurai. Steel Samurai. I knew it wasn't silver. It sounded wrong to me. I was like, is it silver? And then we got Mass Hulk taking on Olaf. Is Oliver not here? Is he working elsewhere? Oh no, it's a weird O. That's right. That's right. And then Mass Hulk goes over. Yeah, Mass Hulk's a big deal. Steel, I mean, yeah. I was thinking whether to put Oliver over, but it's like, no, Mass Hulk's actually like the third biggest star in the company. I should probably not be jobbing him in the first round. I'll drop him, but probably not in the first round. Maybe he'll even get to the final. Silver is Marvel. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, the Young Boys' baptism by fire continues. Travis Reasonably Large will not have a match, but Edgar will. Edgar's the guy who brought alcohol at the pay-per-view, so he's got a bright future ahead of him. I feel like I don't book Buff Martinez enough. I feel like I also don't book Martinez enough. Alright. And I actually will give the tag team a match, because I'm trying to get their experience up. Just in case I ever do get a tag team division rolling. So we will do the underdogs, because Josh should not be wrestling. I think this means I need to marathon Phoenix Wright again. Yeah, I mean, that's always fun. I don't know, I don't think I've ever played all of the games in a row, because I've only played Dual Destinies once so far. But I've definitely played the trilogy in a row. It's great though. I think it's on iOS now, so if you have an iPhone, you can pick it up there. Or it's on the Virtual Console, or if you have the DS games. You probably have the DS games, actually, now that I think about it. I don't, though. Well, actually, do I? They're probably in there somewhere. I have a box full of my old DS games, and I wonder if they're in there. And I've also got Dual Destinies on 3DS Virtual Store, because that's where it came out. I think that's where it came out, anyway. I'm not sure if it ever got released as a digital copy. I've got to get. That's why Ben mentioned something earlier, and it reminded me that they've released the original Pokemon games now on the Virtual Console. I was like, I should probably pick those up and give it a play. Okay, cool. That looks sorted. I'm gonna actually put myself in a promo though. I can't miss 2 shows in a row. That's just blasphemy. I am the star of the show. I can't lose my title and then, like, take a week off. It's just disgraceful. There we go. This is a much better promo than I have been cutting over the last couple of years. This clearly shows that me not having a title makes people like me more. It's the John Cena effect, I tell you. Okay. Always like how the young boy baptism by fire often does better than the mid-card. Not today, though. Not today. Yep, I got blue from it. I don't know which one I'd get. Maybe even yellow. That's blasphemous, though. This wasn't dreadful, especially considering it was Mass Hulk and a young boy. This also wasn't dreadful. Alright. Luke Cool is eliminated. The young boy is eliminated. Cool. We move forward. Next week is going to be stacked. I should have checked the order on that. I was like, let's just throw together... Oh god, this was a bad show. But let's just throw together a random set of matches... And like, roll with the punches. And then I realized that, like, Edward Cornell and Putty are in the same show. It's like, oh, maybe that was a bit of a mistake. Alright. Everyone's fatigued. The Puro style is just murdering people. We don't even have the most Puro product. It is like 90 intensity, 60 danger. No. It's very sad. This is why Joss Thompson cannot, no, my young boy, lol. Yeah. I'm sorry, look, I asked you guys to suggest young boys. I didn't think you'd, I didn't think that you'd think they'd get very far in the tournament. Unfortunately, they got matched up against Mass Hulk and Edward Cornell. Like, the 2 of the top 3 talents in the entire company. I'm very sorry. I think round 2 is going to be really good in this tournament. I'm looking at who will be left. It'll be a solid tournament. I know who's winning, but I don't know where somebody's going out. I really like this Fed so far. I've really enjoyed the kind of mixture of stories we've been able to tell. Like, I was able to avoid an Edward Cornell Putty match for like 2-3 years. Just telling, like, Putty takes on big guy storyline. So that's fun. I've enjoyed this so far. Swatsuke does speak that English, Dave. He does. I know it. I've heard him. It's pretty good English. Okay. Did we make a profit? Yes, that's the biggest profit we've ever made. We are in the money. Touring companies make a lot of money. I have now discovered, well, at the start they don't, but once you're making, like, once you're doing once you're doing proper tours... and doing them on a regular basis, that's pretty good. Okay, yes, the big British bracket tournaments are supposed to be held this month. Okay, so we got 1, 2, so that's 1 show, 2 shows, 3 shows, 4 shows. Yes, okay, we are going to do the big British bracket on week 2. There we go. And then that'll give us 10 weeks. And we are back. My apologies again for that. But we are back. So yeah. Oops. That's again a problem I've been having today for some reason. Probably gonna Probably gonna cut the stream after the big British bracket finishes because of the connection problems we've been having all day. Alright. So, we need to be careful now because we want a big attendance for the big British bracket finals. So, we are looking at probably Southern England. Yeah. We're going to want to go to Central England then. And Northern England for these matches. So, here we go. What a night of professional wrestling this is going to be. Edward Cornell versus Tayo. And this for the this is a tournament match. Edward Cornell is going to win. Work the crowd, decisive. And then in the main event, Putty is going to work Sifu. I wonder whether Putty Sifu should go over Cornell Tayo. That's an interesting question. I imagine this match should do better than Cornell Tayo, or at least on the same kind of level. Interesting question. How's Cornell's overness, by the way, after not being booked for a while? It's still staying pretty steady, which is solid. Which is really solid, actually. Good to see. Good to see. Alright. And then we will do Young Boy Baptism by Fire for the week. Travis, reasonably large, takes on Dan Orndorff in what is going to be the worst match we've seen in a very long time. I just realized this is like two guys that need to be carried hard. Alright, well, that's a thing. That'll go there. And then we'll do, Actually, I think I've managed to avoid a Joss Thompson match for a while, so is he okay? He is okay. Look at that, he's not dying. That's always good. So we can do Old Order Rising tag team match. It's kind of fun that I'm trying to get them tag experience and then I can't use them every show because of Joss's old age. That's okay. We don't have to use them every show. Alright, so Joss is going to go over because he barely gets to work anymore, so might as well get him a little bit of overness. And then I'm going to stick in another match that I want to do. I want to do Bret Heartbreak because he hasn't done a lot of shows recently versus Luke Cool. Yeah. And we'll do that for 12 minutes and that'll go before the semi-main. Because I kind of want to warm the crowd back up, do a proper build for this show. And then we will assistant book 3 mid-card matches to go before the cooldown. Go on, Nigel, put something together for me. Does anything there look ridiculous? Panzo versus Albert, Gio versus Philip, and Pike for... No, that looks good to me. Or Pyle, not Pike. Alright, solid. Let's run this show. What's the attendance going to be? 8,600, look at that. So, this is a solid opener. Into the mid-card. Decent. Good. Cooldown. This was not dreadful. Not the worst match we've had this year. Good warm-up. The risk was not worth it. Oh my god, these two. Tayo always impresses me and Edward is God. So, well, this is the best match our promotion has ever put on. So that's great, but not looking good for the main event. No. The main event didn't do very well. Oh well. I'm the AI, I'm putting on great semi-main events. It's just what I do. Anyway, it was alright as a show. Gilbert Sifu is knocked out, and Tayo is knocked out. Next week's matches do not look fantastic. I've got to be honest with you guys. It doesn't look particularly grand. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pull the wool over your eyes. Alright, I'm gonna sim forward, and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna play an ad. So, and I'm also gonna check Skype. You know the procedure by now. I've been doing it all stream. But why not, says Pike. I don't know. Why not? So it's something that I say quite a bit. Why not? Alright, a lot of people are fatigued. I know I'm still on the thumbnail. I'm just going to check Skype. Oh, there is Dave, who's recorded Fastlane. Cool. And someone linked to my stream. Thanks for that. And then Swag's gay, doesn't speak to English. Yes, he does. Poor game, not getting it right. Alright, back to the game. And we have the final round of 16 round thing. The final round of 16 tour show tonight. That backstage rating is finally up. We have gotten rid of all of the negative influences. We are finally to the point where we don't even have to worry about it. John Smith, E versus Buff Martinez. This is going to be a solid little mid-card match. Solid little semi-main. John Smith E goes over. I expect this to do pretty well, actually. John Smithy, I've probably told you guys this before, but when I got into the game, John Smithy was and still is the highest ring general, even over me, in the Fed. So it's like, oh, okay. So he's apparently God, then. These guys can probably go 20, despite the fact that they're not main eventers. Streets of Rage! Street Fighter is amazing. Oh, Streets of Rage! Street Fighter is amazing. Yes, of course. No, Streets of Rage is great. It's a great song. I think this is from my Heroes vs. Villains pack. So that's always great. That's always great to hear. We are not even going to book any Young Boy Baptism by Fire. We're just going to run this shit show. Not dreadful. Not awful. Not dreadful. Pretty good. Pretty good semi-main. Wow. Brett, this is very encouraging stuff from Bret Heartbreak, I have to say. And they pulled almost 9,000 people down in Bolton with this main event, so fair play to them. Fair play to them. I gotta give my preps up to Bret. Fair play to him. Alright, so looking at this bracket once more. Buff Martinez is out. Victor Beskov is out. This is poor. There. They're both out. So yeah. You guys probably will have time to heal, don't worry. So then I'm going to take all of the people that have been eliminated. Delete them. And then once again randomize. Or, I don't know, I'm not going to be doing as much randomizing at this point because it's like, I think I know I want decent matches. But everyone who's in the last 8 is a good wrestler, so I don't mind doing a little bit of randomization. Putty and Edward are on separate sides, so it's mostly okay. Oh no, it's Nigel Putty again. No, we're not doing that. There's no way. I'm not doing that again. We literally just did that a month ago. So we'll move Brett up top instead of below. Here. I know, this is the very poorly organized. But it works, and it's simple. It doesn't take much work like doing the Excel bracket would have. There you go. There's the quarterfinal matches. Heartbreak versus Matraverse, Hulk versus Levy, Cornell versus Svensson, and Putty versus Smithy. Interesting set of matches, actually. Again, Putty and Cornell are on the same day. Because of course, that's we need to have one tour be the main eventers and one tour be the upper mid carders, obviously. Yeah, I'll probably end the stream. The reason why I wanted to stream is because I wanted you guys to see Putty losing the title to Edward. So I think I'll end the stream at the end of the Big British Bracket, and then tell you guys what my plans are for the next couple months, and then I'll come back next year and tell you. If Tommy Jr. signs, then we'll probably come back for that and say, yeah, look, we signed Tommy Jr. Here's my plans for him. Oh yeah, I probably should put the bracket on screen where I can see it. There we go. Bret Heartbreak versus Adam Matraverse. What a match. This should be sensational. At least it should be pretty decent. And Bret Heartbreak's going over because he's, I think, a little bigger. He is a little bigger. Matraverse is pissed again. Matraverse does this a lot. You're not that over, are you? No, you're not. And Bret's pretty over. Is he egotistical? Yeah. He is. He's also 44, though. So, de-pushing him now is probably not a dreadful idea. Marcel Gordon-Levy is actually going to main event. I just realized that this is probably going to be a much better match, because Gordon is ridiculous, and Mass Hulk is very good at what he does. Mass Hulk was last year's winner. Do we want him going out this early? Yes. No, we don't. I was like, yes, we do want him going out this early. But yeah, we do. I'm putting him out. Because I want Gordon Levy, the new lightweight champion. Oh, look, it's heavyweight champion versus lightweight champion. And the lightweight champion is going to win, proving that here in... What? Really, Masshawk? Gordon's really over, you know. I know you're really over, too. But Gordon's also really over. No, then I'll pay you off, because, no. Once again, proving that weight classes don't mean everything in Puro Palace, and the big kahuna is the catchweight title. And it doesn't really matter which weight class you're in, you're all going for the same title at the end. Alright. And then I want an assistant booker to book me some mid-card matches. Go on, Nigel. Book them for me. And that is enough time that we have to run this show. Where are we? We are in Southern England. Please don't tell me we were in Southern England last show. We were not. We were in Northern England, so we're gonna stay in Northern England to save the burnout, so we have big pay-per-view ratings. This is not the go-home show, right? No, this is Tuesday. Cool. Don't really care about the mid-card matches. They're all decent, though. Semi-main, 69C+, Bret Heartbreak beats Adam Matrivers, and the main event, 76B-, not bad at all, considering Masshawk's not, amazing. Bret Heartbreak defeating Adam Matrivers, and Masshawk getting knocked out by Gordon Levy there, and yes, I think it's a pretty good setup. Paddy Smithy hasn't happened a lot. It's happened a little bit, but Smithy's mostly been concerning himself with the heavyweight title rather than the catchweight title, which is what Paddy's been holding for the last 2.5 years. Okay, I have emails waiting. And morale issues for Masshawk, but which is fine because we're making money hand over fist now, so I can afford to dish out these $10,000 bonuses to kind of shove people up. That's one thing I would like for TEW2013. Can we change the currency? Can we have currency conversion like FM plays? I would love to have pounds instead of dollars, or euros, or the yen, or whatever. It's not that difficult to program in, I'm sure. But again, this engine is very old, so I don't know. Or at least it's very old in the way it works. Okay, this will be a good night of wrestling. Again, I don't know what to put on last. I think I do, actually. Gotta trust in the Edward. Oh, actually, no. You don't trust in the Edwards. There's a reason why you don't trust in the Edward here. Okay, so we're going with Northern England for one last little swing. And we're going to main event the show with Putty taking on John Smithy. And lol, Putty wins. 25 minutes. Hey, more Phoenix Wright. Lol, Putty wins. Open, cold, slow build. Two of the biggest ring generals in the company going at it. This is good stuff. Will Putty finally go to 89? 89 selling. And then the semi-main event will be Edward Cornell taking on the man from Japan, Nigel Svensson. And for the third year in a row, the catchweight champion will get knocked out at the quarterfinal stage. Nigel Svensson defeats Edward Cornell. Furious, damn. Okay, well we can still fix this. Yay! Edward Cornell's not a douche. They should do well anyway. So, there we go. That's the card. And then Nigel, who, after learning that he's going over, delightedly puts together some mid-card matches for me. Appreciate that, Nigel. Okay, cool. Then run the show. Solid mid-card action. Then the semi-main event gets a 83B plus with protection and keeping strong. Well done, lads. Well done for fucking up Putty's main event twice in a row. God. Perfect show theory. I hate it. No, I don't. It's not that big of a deal. But still. Damn you guys. Damn you, Edward Cornell, for being too good. That is clearly what I'm saying here. Alright, we come down to the final four. It's the most exciting part of the bracket. Edward Cornell is out. John Smithy is out. God, I'm awful at this. Then we delete Eddie Cornell. Wait, there's a rubber tool. Delete Eddie Cornell. And then delete Adam Matrivers. Alright, people can understand that. I don't have to add in that E back. It's Gordon Lev now, okay? It's also Nigel with shitty shit, anyway. And that looks like a solid little finals set for me. Bret Heartbreak versus Nigel Svensson and Paddy versus Gordon Levy. Paddy and Gordon Levy is actually turning into a feud. They have fought like 6 times since he debuted. Alright. Semi-finals. Bret Heartbreak versus Nigel Svensson, Paddy versus Gordon Levy. Oh, what's Randy B doing over in Global US Pro, run by Bell Bryden? God, I hate you, Bell Bryden, and your regional importance luck. Hey, we have run 100 shows again. So, we are putting that into motivating. Are we? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Cool. Minor morale issues for Gordon X Michaels, which we will pay him off to fix. God, this bracket. Imagine if I was running like a proper, well, I guess we don't have to imagine next year, but like a proper G1 sprint style bracket with my product and with the like lack of physical stamina most of my guys have. They would die. It would be like a 19-day, or I think it'd be a 15-day tournament roughly. They would be dead. Like literally dead. Alright. Actually, I'm going to pop to the toilet before we wrap this up with the finale. Paddy the motivational speaker, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna jump to the toilet. I won't be long, so I'll be right back. Okay, that's not good. Hello. I guess you guys can hear me. My mic isn't muted. My chair just broke. Holy shit. The fuck was that? Okay, I'm gonna need to get a new chair. Holy shit. Literally just broke when I sat down. I'm gonna have to ask to get that fixed. Oh, you can see Skype. I'm gonna put the intro up again. I got 8th in the draft order. That's my favorite number. Alright, we're back. We wrap up the stream. The final little run. God, I can't believe my chair broke. Alright, well, it's a pretty shitty chair, I have to say. Oh yeah, no motivation speech for this one. Holy shit, we're gonna get a huge number. Alright, Southern England it is. Thames Valley Corner, really? Holy shit. The biggest attendance ever, I bet. Alright, how's the fatigue looking? Nigel's fatigued. That sucks. Please, Seth Rollins' entrance to make everyone not sure that Seth Rollins Pictures Guy's here. Hey, Seth Rollins Picture Guy. Just wrapping up the stream, I'm afraid. But, yeah, the archive will be out soon, I'm sure. Bret Heartbreak. Oh, wait, can you guys see if I put the... Yeah, you guys can see. Bret Heartbreak versus Nigel Svensson in the semi-finals. How over is Nigel, by the way? Super fucking over. We should actually check how much damage was done to Eddie Cornell, which I imagine was his reasonable one. He's doing pretty well. It's good to see. So those pictures guys like, wow, like yeah, damn. The one time I have nothing to do all day. Sorry, dude. Like, I've been streaming for like 2 hours. I'm having connection issues. I should check actually. And my chair just broke. Actually, it's not. Balance-wise, it's actually not affecting anything. Oh, fuck it then. It's actually made my chair a little better. It's less mobile. Huh. Until the left leg breaks. God. Oh, God. Everything about this apartment is breaking these days. Alright, anyway. Nigel Svensson loses to Bret Heartbreak, who is on his monster push. No, don't slow build it. Just, yeah. This is a sprint-style semi-final match. Nigel is happy with just losing that, which is cool. Then we'll do Putty versus Gordon LeVay. LeVay. I don't think they do this. They say I watched half of Maw. Yeah. I've been trying to render like most of Maw out recently. It's almost done. I plan to have all of Maw uploaded by the end of the week. Well, not uploaded, but like scheduled, if you know what I mean. So Putty will win his semi-final match. Bret Heartbreak will win his semi-final match. And if you're not very good at tournaments, that means the main event will be Putty versus Bret Heartbreak. And it will be a 20-minute encounter. Clash of... And it will be for the big British bracket. Putty will go over. Lol, Putty wins. Yeah. Looking forward to that one. Have they ever fought in a one-on-one match? They have. Twice. There's 2022 though. It's been a while. We're talking like little young wee Bret Heartbreak, not main event level. Former, has he ever won anything? No, but like main event level, he fought for the welterweight title a couple of months ago. Bret Heartbreak. All right. I watched your first video yesterday. Was not expecting that. Oh yeah, I remember you commented on it. That's not my first video. You watched a video about a year into my YouTube career, maybe 2. It's definitely not my first video. It's early though. It's early. Okay, well, Edward Cornell is going to team up with Adam Matravers to take on the Underdogs. That's an opener. That's an opener. Yeah. Well, Edward Cornell is kind of the god of this world, and it's Eddie's world really. We're all just living in it. So yeah, that's going to be great. And then I guess because we've got like no main eventers anymore, is that what I just saw? Yeah, it's Mass Hulk. It's Mass Hulk and his boys. Recording 2 episodes of WWE Powered by you. I'm more proud, Dave. I'm looking forward to seeing them. Can't wait till they're out. Now, if you just got back, I just broke a leg of my chair. That was ridiculous. Alright. Mass Hulk versus Johnny Alvarez. Then Albert Starr versus Albert Yorn. Guy on tour / dude. Albert Starr can go over. Oh yeah, I should probably just explain while I'm booking this what my plans are. The reason why all this shit is happening. So, my plans for the future of the next couple of months on here are that Putty wins this tournament. And then, obviously, has his match against dem boy Edward Cornell in the one. Yeah, well, the chair's actually surprisingly pretty balanced. Like, I'm pretty happy with it. It's actually, I think, a little easier now than it used to be. Anyone taking bets on how long the series is going to last? I have a vested interest in that. I am repeatedly trying to get him to record more episodes, so I think it will go to over 10. I think he's going to get to Mania. Oh, he says 10, actually. Yeah, so Putty's going to win this tournament, go into the Wild Green Yonder, and then he's going to lose the rematch to Cornell. And then that kind of established Cornell as like, is he the new ace? Is he the new ace? And then next year, we'll do Putty Cornell again. And, well, maybe we'll do Putty Cornell again. Definitely 2026 we'll do Putty Cornell again. Maybe we'll wait a little bit. I'm hoping to do Cornell. I'm hoping to do Tommy versus Edward. Sorry, Tommy Jr. versus Edward before Edward enters Time Decline. But I want Putty to take the title off of Edward. I don't want Tommy Jr. to take the title off of Edward. I want Tommy Jr. taking the title off of me. I want to be Tommy Jr.'s faded rival, honestly. That's my dream. Anyway, self-promotion from Mass Hulk, who needs it after losing. And then we'll have a quick entrance by the man from Japan. Oh, this song. Beautiful. The man from Japan, Nigel Svensson, will enter so that the Mass Hulk great doesn't fuck with us. And then at the end of the show, when it all said and done, Edward Cornell comes out, and Putty and Edward have a stare down and the match is set for Into the Wild Green Yonder, the final encounter in what has been a relatively short rivalry, but nonetheless a pretty fiery one between Edward Cornell and Putty. And yeah, let's run the show. Big British Bracket comes to a close. Opening match, hot fire. Edward Cornell and Adam Matravers defeat the underdogs. 82B. Good promo from Mass Hulk. Oh shit, that's actually a really good entrance from Nigel. 60C. Ooh, not a good match. Very disappointed. Hoping that's not a sign of things to come. Also 17,000 people here. Biggest attendance ever. Much better from Putty and Gordon Levy. So we'll just... Yeah. Gordon Levy is out. So is Nigel Svensson. The final is these two. Boom. That's the end of the bracket. Putty versus Bret Heartbreak is the main event. Bad. Better. Semi-main event. 75B-. Perfect semi-main event. And then the main event, the finals of the Big British Bracket, gets a 74B-, of course. Putty wins the crossface, wins the IBWA Big British Bracket. And then the hot confrontation afterwards gets an 87B+. Not bad at all. I'll tell Bret, give him some encouragement. Nigel will get a hug. And I'll just keep telling Edward Cornell that he's awesome. Because that tends to be what I do. Alright, that is probably going to just about do it for the series. I gotta go look at a broken chair and figure out what the fuck's going on. But thank you all for watching and staying as long as you have. It's been a relatively quiet stream, but probably because I've started a little earlier than usual. But I still have enjoyed all of you being here. And yeah, and I'm going to wrap it up. But let me just check we're at 70-71, which is good. We're on the verge of national. Yeah, we're probably like going to hit national before the end of the year, which is great. I'm gonna auto push and check everyone's pops to see where they're at. So Putty's obviously still number 1, and he is probably more over than he was before he lost the title. That's pretty cool. Eddie Cornell is number 2 finally. He's pretty over. Good to see. Finally, we have a second star to rival Putty. Victor Beskov is still up there with his, he wasn't very involved in this tournament. Bret Heartbreak is now on franchise players. He has now got we've created a new star in Bret Heartbreak here. And Gordon Levy is actually pretty close to being a star as well. In terms of ring generals, Putty's 3rd now. There's fucking John Smithy, who's also pretty over himself. It's really good to see that, upper C+s are now upper mid-carders, whereas C- could have been main eventers when we started. So it's definitely progress, and I think nowhere else can really demonstrate that better than attendances. That's a huge step up in attendance than what we had before. Yeah, that was fun. Big British Bracket. Always love booking that. Victor Beskov, Mass Hulk, and Putty. So thank you all for staying as long as you have. I hope you're enjoying the Road to Glory so far. New things planned. Still working on a really cool series that I really like. I've also made some concept thumbnails for 2016, so things are working really well. Sorry for the disconnect issues, and I will see you guys next time for some more Road to Glory, probably in 2025. Everyone cross your fingers and lend me your energy. We are going to sign Tommy Cornell Jr. Peace out, ladies and gents. Thanks for watching. Hello, for those still listening, you're listening to Buddy & Co., The Weasel, on 9.265 radio. Thank you all for watching. The current song that is playing is Ryu from Street Fighter, cover Satoshi no Koto. So enjoy the music and enjoy the themes of the smooth jazz. Thank you. Alright, big thanks to whoever has stuck around all this time, but I am going to end the straight off now. Thanks all for watching, thanks for listening to the music, thanks for watching my advertisements, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out!